talking to me?
All right.
To me. All right. Okay.
Quiet, please.
So, why
Why?
Did I
become
A chef.
小さい頃から料理を作るのが好きなんで、知らぬ間にこう料理の道に進むことになりました。
Sono diventato chef perché provengo da una famiglia di ristoratori e così sono nato, io sono nato nelle pentole.
Diciamo che l'inizio è stata un po' una cosa obbligata, tra virgolette, di famiglia.
When I was a little boy, my grandmother bring me to a big beer garden from France where she was working, and there I saw them cooking like dumplings, pork knuckles, like the really heritage food of Bavaria.
back in the old days? Obviously, the girls did needlework and cookery, and the fellas did woodwork and metalwork, and that was what we were expected to do. But of course, when I was in school and they said, "Okay, cookery that way," and all the girls happened to go that way, I just sort of turned to a mate of mine and said, "Cooking classes for us."
Food brought joy, whether it was at a funeral, whether it was at a wedding, whether it was an anniversary or birthday, and it really was part of my DNA. My godfather had restaurants, my grandfather had restaurants.
I never want to be a chef. My mom make 10 different kind of curries. On the push cart, I have to push around the neighborhood for like 1 or 2 hours until we sold everything. I think I've been working really close to my mom. My mom made me to become a chef without knowing.
My earliest recollection of cooking is really cooking in the kitchen with my mom. That was a time for us to bond. Cooking really was that time to kind of put your head down, cook together, talk about life, and really just, have quality time.
Definitely is my grandmother's cooking. The first dish that I always love is her soup. It's a very classic Chinese soup, which is consists of pig organs and pork ribs.
私の一番の師匠はお父さんです。彼の仕事を毎日見てたからかな。時に会うと料理の話を今でもしますね。
First memory food when I was kid is was dim sum. My dad was a chef. When my dad really have a day off, they bring the whole family to go to restaurants. It's like a grand thing. You see, you're going, wow, you have to behave yourself in a restaurant eating dim sum. A huge variety in all filled in a basket, so you choose whatever you want to eat.
Diciamo che la prima cosa che ho cucinato sicuramente è stato un piatto di pasta. Era una cosa già che per me, insomma, andavo a scuola e mi casavo con i miei amici, insomma, ah sì, io sai cucinare, io so cucinare la pasta, voi non sapete fare niente.
はい、最初にしたのは、小学校ぐらいです。グラタンをしました。
I saw my mom cooking morning glory. So you do like a wok fry, you see the flames. So I'm trying to doing that as well. First thing I done was burning everything. That morning glory was like not edible at all.
The first plate I ever cooked, I remember, was doing a whole roasted chicken for my family. I just kept working on it and perfecting it until I got this incredible, perfectly roasted brown skin, caramelized, juicy in the middle. And to me, that was my earliest recollection of, okay, I nailed it.
What was my
First
job
In the
Kitchen,
dishwasher.
dishwasher?
皿洗いです。
washing dishes.
pot washer.
Making curry puff.
父のお店で皿洗いからずっと始めていって、すごくハードで、誰よりも厳しくされたんじゃないですかね。
Pots and pans that were bigger than me. I could probably bathe in them. And that was when women were not allowed in the kitchen.
All'età di 8-9 anni, mentre scappavo magari andare all'oratorio o a giocare con gli amici che avevo, ogni tanto mio papà mi prendeva per l'orecchio e mi portava a dare una mano al lavapiatti.
Avevo le dita tutte tagliate a fine giornata, a forza di pulire scampi, gamberi e tutti i crostacei.
In our Chinese kitchen, we call a mafia Chinese kitchen. We have a lot of sections. The first ranking is the wok, who doing all the cookings, finishing touch. So second ranking is the cutter. In the wok, we also have mafia section. First wok, which is the chef, only cook the premium abalone. Second wok, cook a bit of prawns, 3 and 4, always cook fried rice and noodle. My dad put me to the last one, cooking employee meal. I didn't understand what his philosophy, but now, of course, I know. Go to the last wok, practice how to hold the wok, because the wok is about 2 kilo weight.
I think the grind starts when you move up the ladder in a kitchen. You have a lot of competition. And as being a female as well, I never looked at it as like I'm male or female. I just looked at it as like I know exactly where I'm going, so everybody move out of my way.
Io ho avuto la fortuna di fare molti stage, girare il mondo. Ho avuto tanti grandi maestri, grandi chef, ma l'insegnamento più importante è stato quello di mio padre e mia madre.
She teaching me how to pick the vegetables.
安全で、美味しくて新鮮なものを選ぶ、それを教えられました。
Allora, sicuramente a livello di figura, proprio dove io vedevo un personaggio quando avevo 12-13 anni che mi dava timore, ma nello stesso tempo vedevo un'immensa figura, era mio padre, sicuramente, era una persona che per me era immortale. Allora, papà diceva sempre, quando tu fai qualcosa, fatta bene o fatta male, il tempo è sempre quello. Falla bene, che poi i risultati ci saranno.
最初の人はですね、調理師学校に通ってる時にアルバイトをしていた、店長です。料理を楽しくすることをいつも仕事を楽しめるようにしようっていうのはいつもその方に教わりました。
Julia Child, for sure, was a part of, where she suggested going to culinary school. And I think the one thing that Julia taught me that really stuck with me and I've always done is she says, always pay it forward to someone who needs your advice or mentorship. I'm doing that for you now. Just remember that.
When I went to Sydney, I worked with one chef, Damien Pinolet. It's not the only thing that he teach me how to cook, but he also teaching me how to live as well, like how to eat, how to live my life, to be healthy.
What
excites
me
In the kitchen.
when you walk right in there, like you're putting your chef jacket on, I felt like I'm a Superman.
You have a full restaurant and you see coming the first table, so everybody knows exactly how to move. Nobody have to ask, everybody is just acting. And I think that's the most exciting part if you have your kitchen under this control.
When I walk into my own kitchen and people are excited to be there. They can't wait to show me their new dish. They can't wait to show me what they've created. They can't wait to be there and put their apron on, get their knives out, sharpen their knives, and get ready to cook. And I think that's very exciting.
もちろん自分が作る料理が、それで喜んでもらえるのが一番嬉しいです。でも本当に、お客さんって今いろんな店があるんで、記憶に残る、料理を、お客さんに提供できたらなと思ってます。
Mia città, quando al mattino arriva il pesce più bello d'Italia, arrivano i funghi appena raccolti, arrivano i formaggi dalla malga e sento il profumo, questo è eccitante. Io guardo la gente, vedo che mangia e si scioglie, questo è un'eccitazione incredibile.
One ingredient that I cannot live without, chili. Everything just had a touch of chili that would bring so much flavor into the food.
どうしてもこれだけっていうんだったらお米ですね。
Butter gives you flavor, gives you fattiness. Of course, as a German, very important.
salt. I think salt is the thing that draws the flavor out.
Majority of my time is committed to the restaurant, and when your rest day, you just want to knock out. You just want to sleep and rest, and you don't feel like cooking. Because if you keep on cooking, you don't really get creative ideas.
What I'm doing when I go home is I'm still cooking. If it's super late, I might cook us an omelet with some, toast and, jam and just call it dinner.
When my kid was young, I cooked one time at home. I trim all the carrot like restaurant fine dining, all the trimming out. I just need the center part of the carrot. Just cook one soup and one vegetable and one meat. That's all, 3 dish, family style. I bring out the whole house, whatever calories is it. And then after that, from there on, then my wife I want to cook, why not eat outside?
料理人じゃなかったら学校の体育の先生になりたかったです。
I think that if I wasn't a chef, I'd probably have gone into acting.
I would be a potter.
A designer.
私がシェフになってなかったら建築家になってました。物事を作るのが好きだからですね。
You know, we work so hard in our business, and I've always said if I wasn't a chef, man, I'd just want to lie on the lounge. I'd want to come back as a cat.
Da ragazzino, quando ti trovavi delle montagne di pesce da pulire, ti nauseava, ti diceva lo odio questo lavoro, lo odio. Alla fine crescendo poi cominci a avere proprio la passione vera del cucinare, del provare, del fare, e direi che avrei fatto ancora il cuoco sicuramente.
I love cooking. I love to smell. I love to cook. I love to feel. I love to hear.
It's always when you travel and your holidays and everything, you always will see something different, something new. Even cooking techniques, when you walk in Vietnam in the old town on the streets and they don't have the electricity and they're cooking with charcoal, like which kind of ideas they're coming with her fans to make her life easier, and that brings you sometimes on an idea how you can bring it back to your kitchen.
To do one cuisine and stay right there is boring for me. I think that to expand and do such exciting cuisines, and I'm always learning, you know, I'm always continuously learning and seeking information and seeking out, you know, incredible ingredients from faraway places, or maybe it's in my backyard, you know, but always seeking knowledge about how can I be a better chef, how can I be a better cook.
I have scholarships in Australia where I raise money and give back to young kids that I didn't have the opportunity in the very beginning to become better. But I created that opportunity by pushing all the time and creating bridges for me to walk over. And I love to create those bridges now for young people. And that's really, really important. So the most important thing for me in the kitchen now is to give back and see young people, like at this restaurant here in Osha, improve and get better all the time.
Non è importante, è basilare, è troppo importante avere la squadra che lavora insieme a te. Se ti manca qualcosa nella squadra, se non c'è questa armonia, se non sei capace di creare questa squadra, il ristorante non sarà mai al top. Per cui bisogna essere anche capaci di creare, di tenere unita la squadra.
What do
I like
Best.
About
my
restaurant.
As you can see, we're surrounding with all the natural trees, and then also with our fresh herb gardens here. Even though like all the herbs that I cut, we use them in our dish right away.
I think a successful restaurant's made by its ambience, its service, its food, and it's also the meet and greet. And here at Osha in Resort Worlds, when you walk in here, it reflects my lifestyle, reflects Australian lifestyle, which is open air, relaxed, easy going, but great food and great service.
I fratelli, mi piace molto l'ambiente, l'atmosfera e il fatto di poter riprodurre la nostra cucina anche con prodotti magari un pochino diversi, di fare questa combinazione europea orientale qua.
This restaurant is surrounded by all the trees. Wow, you know, all glasses. Then I said, let's do a very high ceiling Chinese restaurant which you never see. Normally Chinese restaurant, you only see the red lantern, you know. The food, the ambient, the lighting, the music. So they come all together, become for us as a dining experience. It's not just for food.
I think the best on our restaurant in Hurrah is that we have our 4 Michelin star chefs what coming. Every chef has his own philosophy, his own mind. You learn a lot out of it. Like our last one, the Korean chef, I was thinking after 14 years, I saw already everything, but this cooking techniques, this style of cooking I never saw before, and I just was standing 2 days mise en place with open mouth in the kitchen, and I was like, wow. That's good to learn things like that, to see things like that.
When I got approached to, you know, take on the restaurant and create the restaurant, it really was the most important thing to me that our philosophies were like. It was the sustainability factor for me. You know, we want you to not only this to be beautiful for you to look at, but there's a reason this is what we want to maintain all over, you know, the world. And so I think that that's really our message. I love Singapore. I love Singaporeans. They love food more than any other people I've ever met in my life. And so that was super exciting because I knew that no matter, you know, I put something on the plate and they were going to they're going to either tell you it's great or it's not, but they're going to definitely dive in.
Vorrei che la gente che viene qua a mangiare ritrovasse un pochino di Italia in Singapore, una piccola Italia in Singapore, e avere magari l'emozione di provare alcuni piatti italiani qui in Singapore per avere poi la voglia di andare in Italia a fare una bella vacanza in Italia. Vorrei fare incoming per l'Italia perché è un paese eccezionale, per me è il paese più bello al mondo e vorrei far provare loro un piccolo assaggio di cos'è la nostra Italia.
I want them to see a reflection of me, a reflection of Australia, and also experience great food and wine and hospitality as opposed to service.
Well, I think my inspiration for Ocean and what we created here is really bringing local Singaporean ingredients, some of the Southeast Asian influence along with the Mediterranean. A lot of people that come here, they've traveled all over the world, they've seen so much, I have as well. To me, this still blows my mind when I walk in here 6-7 years later. And I think they're gonna get this incredible world-class cuisine from some of the top chefs in the world. And I think they're gonna walk out of here really feeling like they've had one of the most unique experiences they've ever experienced in dining.
ここに来るお客様には、笑顔で楽しんで、そして喜んでもらうことが一番だと思います。Looking
Forward.
To cooking.
For you,
And Resort World.
Sentosa.
that's it.
Yes!